Hello, this is Mitsaka here with another quick tip, and today I will show you how to do a really nice skybox. So the idea is that I want to create a skybox or a world material in Blender, I guess, that uses two gradients in a cycles renderer. So let's switch to cycles renderer right away and change our view tab over here to the node editor. When we can go to the world tab down here, hit use nodes, and then we are ready to go to edit our world. We can also hit preview up here, so we always have a nice image of what is going to appear later on. So the main idea behind this is that we will use a color mix RGB node, and we will feed three gradient textures into it. One for mixing the two of them, so that controls where is the top gradient, where is the bottom gradient, and then one gradient for the top of the sky and one gradient for the bottom of the sky. So let's go and add an input texture coordinate right over here on the right hand side, and also add an vector mapping node. And let's duplicate this 2 times right away. You can do that using the Shift D shortcut. And then we will drag out the object input into all of these and set the rotations. And this is important. Set the top one to 90, the middle one also to 90, and the bottom one to -90. So the top one is going to be our control gradient. So let's add an texture gradient texture, and we can also just do it for all of these actually, and just drag in the connections here, and then also add, oops, I didn't mean to duplicate that, and also create converter color ramps for all of them. Then we can just plug them in here and plug the color output of them into our mix node. So now this guy looks very weird. That is because we need to flip these color ramps. I think we can also flip rotations, but let's just go with this. So I flip the top one, and I'm also going to flip the bottom one so that we get a white horizon and a black, I don't know, top part of the sky. Now we can't really see what is going on in the preview here, so let's drag out a new window. You don't have to do that, of course. You can just follow through, but to preview everything, let me do that for you real quickly here. So let's go into rendered view mode. You can see the top of the sky is black and the bottom of the sky is black, and our cube is in the middle. And like this of its own is already a nice skybox, but of course we can create a nice sky gradient. So let's select this black color here, and I will make this a very dark blue. Then I will add another one, which is our main sky color, I guess, the mid-tone blue. Let's use the color picker to get the exact same tone, so that we just change the brightness of it, and then we can position it here. And for the horizon, I want a little bit of a greenish peak, so we move this more to the center on the top. Make this a very bright color. So now I can see it doesn't look like the sky has really adjusted yet, but we can move in this, right, and it will give us the proper horizon. So we could either create a new gradient for the bottom one, that is a totally valid option that you can go ahead and do. Let's move this a bit out more. But I want to use or reuse the gradient we already have. So I'm going to select both of these, so select them by clicking and shift clicking, and then hit Ctrl G to group them. Now we have a node group. We could also rename that node group up here. Let's call it sky gradient. Also set the label, and then we have the sky gradient node, and then we can delete those two down here and just duplicate it and plug in the appropriate outputs and inputs. And then we have a really nice sky. We can adjust the distribution of the sky using the slider and this color ramp here. I would recommend to set it very low though and just play with the sky gradient on its own. So let's make a bit more white, and you can see, yeah, this is going to be a very nice sky gradient for, I don't know, maybe floating islands or something. And that's super cool and nice to do. And yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you learned something. Bye.